Da-na-na. You know, they say Virginia's for lovers. Or is it for lizards? One of the two. How we doing, Llama?
I'm doing all right. How you doing, Kev?
I'm fantastic. What's your overall impression?
My overall impression was I enjoyed Friday night better, but tonight was still a good show, right?
There you go. Good answer. I felt like it was the fourth quarter of the whole show. We never
I don't know. Like it came out really strong with that bouncing, right? Or not bouncing. I'm sorry, boogie on.
Boogie on. Yeah. Let's pull it up. We'll take a look at it.
Yeah.
We could talk about bouncing because, you know, I got a message from T, and he's like, I hope you represent with bouncing for me. And I was like, well, we'll talk about that sometime in the future. Boogie on fantastic opener. I think the last one was maybe Mexico, sometime in the mid 2010s.
Maybe
they opened with it. Not the last time they played it. The last time they opened with it. It's a good opener. Good for them. I think it's a smart move. Get everybody into it. Everyone knows the tune, even the people who it's Saturday night. Saturday night, you get part of your crowd is I'm going with my boyfriend who know nothing about it. You're like, oh, Stevie Wonder tune. That's cool. I can work with that.
Yeah. Into Undermind, which had a little bit of a rough start, but you know,
it is one of Fishman's most interesting drum things.
Really?
I feel like that, yes.
Like, which part of the drums make it interesting to you?
It sounds like it's hard to play.
Well, all of his songs sound hard to play.
No, but it sounds exceptionally hard to play. Like, you have to have, like, a fifth hand. Like, he's, you know, there's something going on there where he has an extra drumstick.
You're not going to give me the sound the drum makes, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Oh, man.
I'm not.
That's what I was hoping for. You do a little boom, 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 or something. I don't know.
All right. Jason from what I think it was 2017 in Mexico. One of the nights they opened up with Boogie once. So I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, you make sure to come after me because
Dave says the show was legend.
It was legend. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. So, well,
I think
then you might want to tune out. You might want to click off.
No, I maybe it's legend, right? Like we could be wrong.
Right. Bouncin. Here's
bouncing great.
Right. We got a good boogie on. We got a solid Undermind. I like Undermind. I think it's an underrepresented tune. I think it actually deserves second set space where you could get 14, 15 minutes out of it and find some really interesting spaces in there. And then you do Bouncin', which is a crowd favorite. It's a nod to, you know, the band's past. It's their Two Princes song. It could have been such a huge hit, but it never happened. And I feel like here's was our first glitch in the Matrix.
Really? You weren't a fan
and I'm
of the
sorry,
Birds.
T asked me to represent, and I'm sorry, T, but
I don't. The Birds was good. I didn't mind the bouncing. Bouncing's bouncing, man.
Yeah,
it's a good time.
Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather. We got interesting. Something really nice in there. The jamming. It was something. Again, every night they throw out a little something you've never heard before. Kind of familiar, but you've never heard them tread down that road before. I feel like we got that with it. I wish Tim was here to give us a recap of the opening because he's a stickler for hitting that beat in the beginning.
True, he is. But I don't know, man. Like Birds of the Feather just hits though. Like this one hit. Like it was probably my highlight of the set.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, the Moonage was nice too, but like,
right. I hear you.
The Birds jam was good, and then it got a little weird.
which I like. You know,
Yeah.
you can sell me on that every day of the week. Where are you on Esther? People really like Esther. They don't do it that much. It showed up maybe 3 times last year. I don't even know if they played it this year. This might be the first one this year. I'm not that big. I mean, we even made a video about it at one time.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, this is the first time they played it this year. Last year they played it at Alpine Valley.
And only once last year? I guess it was the year before.
Yeah, and then at Dick's they played that like insane one at Dick's in 23.
Yes. Yeah, I was there. I was hanging out with Amanda.
There you go. There you go. So it's not a bad. I mean, it's a weird song. That's for sure.
Songs about dolls are anything about dolls is creepy.
Anything about dolls.
Movies. You go to someone's house, like you visit a relative and they have a room with dolls in it. You're like, man, what's going on?
What about New York dolls?
Yeah, the New York dolls are fantastic, and they're all gone now, aren't they?
I know. I think they are. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. But you know,
man,
into
we'll have
funky.
to look into that. Somebody look into that for us. Are any of the New York dolls still alive? Where are we? All right, funky bitch.
We're
good for you.
Bitch,
give Mike his shot, you know, let him have his classic. It's probably his top tune outside of Mike's, and many would say Son of a Mule, but I'm not that big on that one. So,
but Son of a Mule's a great song, man. Come on, it's a good tune. I hope they play it tomorrow night.
I love it.
Ice was a little rough.
If you're going to play at practice, right? At least run through it a couple times. It's a tough song to play. It isn't a 3-chord blues song, you know?
Right, but sometimes you can practice all, you know, and then you have that one slip up in the beginning, and then it just sort of riffles through the entire thing. Same thing with sports, right? You practice forever, but when it's go time, sometimes it doesn't happen.
Sometimes it doesn't happen. Yes. Yeah. Truer words, Llama. Truer words. This was for me the highlight and the low light of the evening, because as our friend Becky out of Philly said, why do you even need to play the song? I mean, it had the most gorgeous, dissonant, beautiful piece of music attached to something that is arguably a David Gilmour Pink Floyd reject for a lyric.
Okay. Are we talking about Ether Edge now?
Yes, we are talking about Ether Edge.
Just wanted to bring the audience along with us.
I mean, come on, dude. We don't need that anymore. Just write an instrumental. Write a 16-minute instrumental called Ether Edge that's this atmospheric, dark, brooding thing, and I will pay your $100 to walk in the door. But if you're going to sing that song for the first 5-6 minutes of it, I don't have $100 for that.
Wow. Disappointed, Kev. You should like the new PHiSH as much as the old PHiSH. If you're a real fan,
some of it monsters. I am a monster stan.
You got to like them all. If you're a real fan, you got to like all the songs.
You don't, though. If you're a real fan, you don't like them all because you've listened to them all.
No, if you're a real fan, you either like all the songs or you hate all the songs. There's no in between.
Oh man, I wish I had some tequila. Moonage Daydream. So my kid walks downstairs while they're playing this. My youngest, she's 19, and she's like, "Hey, that's a Bowie tune." And I was like, "It is." And she's like, "They're murdering it." And I was like, and it was when they were singing it, and I was like, "Hang out for the jam. It'll be all right." But I feel like it's a great example of where Trey's vocals have really helped him. I think he nails the vocal in it myself. She just felt like the rest of the band was not, you know.
They've done better versions of Moonage Daydream for sure. But this is still like, I don't know, like it. Whenever I hear it, I go back to that Halloween when they covered Bowie, right?
Right.
Like,
Right. They've done 207 songs with Esther this year. So yes, there's no way you can like them all, but some songs get repeated plays. That's all. You hate me. That's why we're here. We're here to spark a discussion there. So, and we got, that was it. Moonage, Daydream. God bless them. I really wish off of that album, I would love to hear 5 years come back again in the slow spot somewhere in the second set. It's a really beautiful song. It's got a great lyric. It's about the end of the world. I think it would be timely more than maybe what we got in the second set with the top
like maybe it could go in between Simple, right?
Maybe it could. Maybe it could. Maybe it could.
Maybe
if you're watching this later, leave a comment. Tell me how wrong I am. Tell Llama how right he is. Say, where's Tim?
Llama's not right for shit, man.
Say, where's Tim? Where's T? Somebody save these guys. Find us on Volume, though. Go over to Volume, become a member over there, because we get to do a lot of things over there that we don't get to do here.
Yep. Full frontal.
No, it's reverse. There we go. So ER, is this, let me ask you, you aren't one. I've talked about this with T a bunch. Is Everything's Right out of touch?
Is it out of touch? I don't know. Like, not all music has to be reflective of the times, but also this doesn't really seem like the best time to be screaming everything's right, especially a day after a murder on the lot.
And do Julius. God help me. All right, so
not everything's right now.
Right.
You know,
we're running people off. When was the last 5 years? Vegas 20. I think the last 5 years wasn't Vegas 21. Paraffin Station. And I think before that, the only other one was probably when they did the album, what, in 2017? Was that Halloween? Did Bowie die in 2017? Is that when like the world really began to fall apart?
Bowie died in 16. Bowie died in 16.
Okay, so that's when the world fell apart. So God help us.
But,
all right, you know what? Everything's right. I just come accustomed to as a closer, right? And it's always 12 minutes or so as a closer. Great way to end a set. Puts a little bow tie on everything, leaves everyone high stepping a little bit, walking out.
Yeah.
When you're going to open the set with it, if you're really going to put the emphasis on it and stick it in that prominent spot, let it go for another few minutes.
I don't know, man. I really just don't like the na-na-nas at the end, man. Like, all like, is it a happy song or not? Like, I
think that's what makes it.
At the end.
When they land,
everybody says it makes it, but I liked it before it had the na-na-nas, right?
Okay.
I get he needed a way to close it, but like,
right,
you know.
Right. Funny that we talked at halftime about Simple came up. Many people don't know that was the original incident was about Simple and the song Gumbell. And if you want to go dig that history up, that was the original incident, because you got a pass with Simple.
I did.
I feel like this Simple had so much more to give. They struggled. They were like pushing when they got to 6-7 minutes. They really could have abandoned it. Trey could have ripcorded it, but they pushed through. And once they got to the 10-minute mark, they had this beautiful little ambient space, and they floated through that forever. I wanted more and more and more, and they kind of just fizzled it out and went into the wave of hope. Did it ruin it for you, or were you good? You could separate from it?
I'm not a big Wave of Hope fan, so like like this whole, or well, not the whole set, but most of this set was songs I didn't really enjoy. They were played well. The jams are great, but I'm not really big on the songs.
That's a good way to do it, Carrie.
Yeah.
Good way to walk with it. I like the Wave of Hope lyric because it doesn't rhyme. If you like go to the lyrics on Fishnet, the chorus does, but the verse itself doesn't. And
okay,
I'm much better with This Too Shall Pass versus Everything's Right. I'm given the option of, all right, this too shall pass, and I'm like, maybe not. Back into a little simple, and I was like, all right, we're gonna get our simple back because I feel like the Wave of Hope and maybe even the Sea of Stars jam in the beginning were reminiscent of the simple. But the Sea of Stars jam might be my favorite thing of the whole night. That's 6 minutes that they did outside of the lyrics.
Okay.
Very Pink Floyd-y, very Grateful Dead 1973. Fishman was doing the jazz thing. He was out there hitting the cymbals. Trey was running just licks, running scales.
Yeah, which is always fun.
Right.
I liked it. I just, at that point in the show, I think I was ready to dance a little more, right?
Flip the
which Jiboo. They brought with Jiboo.
Should have flipped it.
I don't know. I think it works the way it does, right?
Right.
Jiboo came in right around the time I wanted to be like, okay, let's start going. Let's dance. Let's do something, right? And then they just kind of burned through like the last 3 songs, man. Like it just flew.
In my mind, Jiboo and Sand are like 2 vowels that go walking. You know, because the first time I heard both of them was with the trio back in '99, and so they've always stuck in my head. They're similar, very groove based. Tony, Mike Gordon owes a lot to Tony on both of those bass lines. But Jiboo doesn't get the love that Sand does, and I feel like Jiboo might deserve more of the love than Sand.
I don't know. I feel like Jiboo gets a lot of good love. Like, I remember very distinctly, like, an episode of Harris Whittle's podcast where, like, they were talking about Jiboo, like, at a show that he had seen in Texas or something, and, like, it's absolutely hilarious. Like, I don't know. I've always kind of had I've always felt like Jiboo's got like a good amount of love, right? Like,
it doesn't anymore, man. It's 9 minutes. It always seems like an afterthought. It ended up in the 4th quarter tonight. A lot of this show seemed like it was a never-ending 4th quarter through the first set and into this. And I feel like you did a 27-minute or 26-minute Sand at the Man earlier this year that was very one note for a good 10, 15 minutes of it. I feel like if you gave Jiboo that much more space, you could find a lot more of an interesting jam out of it.
Okay. Yeah. Tyler's got a good point, though. The Jiboo bounciness doesn't lead as easy to type 2 jamming as Sand does.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But does something like a Ruby Waves lead to that? Because they basically, every jam out of Ruby Waves has nothing to do with the song.
Right, but
you got to go poo, 10. Jason. I always think in my head, I got to go poo.
Oh, jeez.
Suzi Greenberg, I thought that was the set closer, and I was like, all right, are we going to get some long, Harry Hood, maybe get a hood or something for the encore?
Right. Yeah.
And we got a Julius. Was Julius appropriate?
Sure. I don't know what's appropriate anymore nowadays, man.
I mean, the song is about Julius Caesar.
Okay.
You know what happened to Julius Caesar, right?
He was assassinated.
He was stabbed in the back.
Yeah.
What are you doing, dude? Are you that out of touch? Did you not see your band's statement? I mean, come on, that's crazy.
I don't know, man. Or gallows humor, right?
It is gallows humor. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that's
Some
what it
people
is.
use humor to process things.
Yep.
I think it's all right.
I hear you. So if you're
Yeah.
going to do Isabella 5 minutes, it's cool. I like Isabella. I want to hear it.
Yeah.
It's
No.
as Jen Bernstein pointed out to me, it's an anti-gun song. You know,
Yeah.
I'd rather leave Vietnam and be with you, Isabella, or whatever it says. But man, it used to be so cool back in the day when they would do it in the middle of a set. And it would drift from one song and then drift out into another song. Much more expansive than we're going to come out and play Isabella. And then we're going to play another closer for you.
Well, they kind of did that. They played Isabella and then Possum.
Right.
And Possum's a good closer.
Right.
You know,
it
was a great encore.
It was a great honor. I tell you what, for Dave, I will put this in the top third of the shows for this summer, but I'm going to have to take Tuesday before we come back Wednesday with Benji Eisen, Scott Bernstein from Jam Bass, Scott Marks from Fishnet, hopefully.
Knowledgeable people on the show.
We're probably going to try to push 2 hours Wednesday night and go deep into everything about it, because if you have Benji and Scott on, basically I can just hang a sign up in my little square. It says be back in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Lunch break. So you definitely going to want to check that out, and we'll see what happens. We might need to take a breath for a week, right, Llama? It's been a long summer.
Long as every other summer, right? Like 100 days.
A lot of fish shows this summer. I think more than the last couple.
I don't know. I didn't go to any fish shows this summer, so I wasn't
either. Someone gave us shit about that in the comments. They said you guys don't get to see fish anymore. Have you heard about?
I saw him at New Year's this last New Year's. So
have you heard some rumors that I've been hearing kicked around that April is going to be 8 shows at the Sphere?
Oh, really?
And that we're going to have a shortened summer and then a fall tour, which either begins or ends in Denver for a Halloween run.
Okay.
Would you go to a Halloween run? I went to one once. I wouldn't go back to Vegas, but I might go to Denver.
I do Denver. Like it's like 10 hours away, man. It's nothing.
Right. Have you ever been to Vegas?
Yeah, I've been to Vegas.
I don't like Vegas.
Well, that's because it's designed to do nothing but take your money.
All right. We want to rock a William. Yes, Tyler. I want to rock a William. I saw that one in Deer Creek that one year.
Yeah.
We like corn songs, but it was Saturday night and the corn people did their thing tonight, I think. So how are we comparing these to SPAC Gin Jams over on Volume? How are we comparing these two nights to SPAC at this point? SPAC was better.
I don't know, man. That Fluffhead opener though, man, last night, just like I rode the high off of that for like the entire show.
You don't think that was like low-hanging fruit?
You know, okay, so like there's this show called The Studio, and it won a bunch of Emmys, but there's a running joke in there that they always think this guy Sal Saperstein, right? And they didn't, when they won all their Emmys, nobody thanked them, even though it was like right there. Sometimes you have to take it when it's right there, right? You just have to. And they kind of had to, right? Arguably the most important Fluffhead ever happened at that building.
Right. All right, let me ask you this. Where would you rank the rest of that show, though? Tim had it as one of the top S-tier shows from Hampton ever, and I really think it's a B-tier show, except for the historical significance and the opener.
talking about 09 or are you talking about yesterday?
09. I'm talking about
09. Nah, man, that's an S tier show, dude.
No, I don't think so, man.
Yeah,
I really
no.
do.
There's just
Thank
it's
you,
like
fluff was obvious. You know what they should have done though was they should have done it for the encore tomorrow night because this is the last time they're playing Hampton.
You don't know that.
I don't know, man. After the poop show, there's cops inside the venue tonight. It took forever for everyone to get in because they were doing extra security. They don't want to deal with that. They kicked the dead out a couple times.
Well, you don't know that. That was years ago, Kev. That was like a lifetime ago.
All right. Hey, you know what? You should leave
It
a
happened
comment.
back in the thousands, Kev. Don't worry about it, man. We're in the 2000s. World's whole totally different.
If you're watching this later, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Head over to Volume, become a member over there. And if you want to throw us $3 a month, become all access. We do all kinds of stuff. We are going to, T and I are in development on a TMZ light kind of show where we're going to pull up posts from bands, listen to them, talk about it, maybe get into some gossip, some rumors, things like that. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get Llama to come on.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe we'll get some of the members, all access members, to send in what they think, and we can run.
Oh, yeah. People who actually have good opinions are members.
Yes. Well, somebody better.
That's an earnest thing right there. I wasn't being sarcastic.
That is
lots of good opinions in the chat.
So should we do a slogan to go out tonight, or should we do the regular outro?
It's up to you, Kev.
All right. You got anything before we go? We love everyone.
See you at Marvin.
Yes. Say head over to Marvin. We're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Llama, what have you been up to? I heard you were trying to get something going. What was that about? Starting like a new club or something?
Oh, so yeah. Curling is it's a pretty fun sport. And I want to start a curling club, but I can't think of a slogan. There's got to be a better way.
I'm the Salt and the Slogans, Kevin Hogan with Hogan Slogans. You're starting a curling team and you need a slogan? I got a slogan for you. Surrender to the throw. We got boxes of slogans.
If you need a slogan, you need it right now. Come on down to Hogan's Slogan.